Welcome to South House. Today I'm here to show you a fantastic property, and if any house has a appearance from one side that's completely different to the other, then this is the property. This home sits in an extensive plot and is a complete hidden gem. It's a home which has been renovated by locally renowned builders, Latimer Homes, and it has been presented to an extremely high standard. But what makes this home really special is the fact that you can't really see what's going on here until you're in the house or you're in the garden space. So I've got the garden behind me here. You can see we've got open countryside views, an extensive garden that's arranged on a number of levels. We've got ponds, we've got terraces, we've got paths meandering through, raised beds, terraces, and it's a south-facing garden, so it's absolutely beautiful. But as I spin the camera around, this is going to show you a little bit about the house. Now, this is quite a hard property to show you because it's a tricky one to get the photos for, but what we have is some incredible spaces. And you can see here we've got lots of glass, lots of light. We actually look like we're on one level, but we're not. We've got a first floor. This is an incredible family home that really is so deceptive. It's like a TARDIS, and it's beautifully presented and ready to move into. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the street scene first of all, because you don't see any of this from the street scene. Then we're going to go inside and have a look around this wonderful home, and then we're going to explore this fantastic garden in a few minutes time. Please do keep on watching. Okay, so this is the approach. Now it's completely hidden, and you'll see when I spin the camera around, what we have is we're close to the road which takes us from Carlisle to Brampton. We can turn off the road and we come to this small hamlet of a cluster of a number of properties, but each one is accessed in a different way. So this lane here leads up to the house I bring into the market, and if I spin my camera around, as you get to this point here, the home starts to come into view. Now I'm just going to take that out a little bit, because what we have here is a house that is unattractive isn't the right word, it's just deceiving because it doesn't really tell a story. You've got a property here which is a complete hidden gem. We've got a garage, a gate that goes through into the garden, and we've got a home that appears to be just on one level. Now you've got plenty of parking here, as you can see. The home is accessed through the courtyard here, which a small number of properties look out onto, but no other property uses at a main entrance, so it's very much a courtyard which belongs to another property, but we do have right of access across to get to our front door. But if I just step further into the courtyard to show you the space, this home looks like it's all on one level, but it really isn't. It looks like it's quite small. It absolutely isn't. But what it is a fantastic family home which has been renovated by the current owners to create some wonderful spaces. It's very much got I think, a Scandinavian style. It's got a timeless appeal to a whole host of different people. It's large enough to be a family home, but equally it could be a property that generates you an income, or for multi-generational living or working from home space. There's so many opportunities here, but I'm keen to get you inside. So without further ado, I'm going to take you inside and show you this fantastic property. Okay, so let's go inside. So the first door we come into is an entrance porchway, which is great. It's got this coir matted floor and has got plenty of space for you to take boots and coats off. Because just to the side here, we have a boot room, which is a great space. Now, clever use of mirrors in here makes this space really nice and bright, but you'll see I'm tempting you slowly with the most incredible kitchen space. So this is beautiful. When the vendors bought this a few years ago, this was configured into a number of smaller rooms. Now these rooms have all been opened up, making this home absolutely superb for modern family living. If you wanted to partition it off, if you wanted to, then you could probably do so. However, we've got a really beautiful island unit sitting at the heart of the room. To the right hand side, we've got a dining area that looks out to the courtyard that we saw at the start of the video. Then as we come round, with space for seating, we've got a really incredible sociable island unit there with some bookshelves, an integrated hob, pendant lighting, French doors looking out over the garden. You can see that wonderful view across the terrace. So imagine summer's evening having these French doors open. It's really, really lovely. But as I pan around, you get to see the kitchen, which is just over here. Now this work and most of the renovation work in this home was done by locally renowned builders Latimer Homes, which are great. They've got really luxurious fixtures and finishings here with a beautiful stone surface, you can see here. and that extends round. The kitchen's a really light grey colour in a shaker style cabinet with integrated appliances. There's even in here a refuse pull out bin area, and this freestanding unit is included in the sale because it does match the cabinets in the kitchen. But look at the light coming in through the windows here, that view across the garden space. We'll look at the gardens in a few minutes, but this is such a wonderful open plan living space. Now we've got the options to go two directions here. We've got two very different parts of the house, one through this way and one this way. Now I'm going to head to my right hand side to show you what this side of the house offers. So what you've got here is a staircase that leads up to the first floor, light filled coming in through the Velux window at the top there, a storage cupboard under the stairs, and we've got a doorway back into the kitchen, but we've got two bedrooms on this level, one of which is currently being used as a music room, but you can see from the size of the room it's more than a good size double, but it's really nice to see rooms used for people's hobbies. So this is a great room on the ground floor. An additional room next door is currently used as an ironing space or a gym. So again, you've got flexible options here. This could be a study or a snug, but there's loads more options for that, as you'll see as we go around. And then on this side of the house, we've got a downstairs shower room, which is fitted with a recently fitted walk-in shower, nice rainfall shower attachment, and really stylish fittings with the vanity in it there, as you can see. So on this side of the house, we've got two bedrooms and a shower room on the ground floor. I'm going to take you up now to this side of the house on the first floor. We've got a storage cupboard, a little bit of attic space to the left there. Then on the landing, we have rooms, two bedrooms here. The first to the left hand side is a really good size double, and you'll see that the styling in this home is beautiful. You've got light coming in through all these windows, yet you're so private. There's not a part of this home but you're actually looking out onto any other neighbouring property apart from the dining room to the front, and maybe a little bit of the lounge when you see in a minute. But all the living space here is light filled, and the majority of it faces the garden. So a really good sized double room, space under the eaves if you wanted to perhaps put some cupboards there to make some more storage space. And this one's got a family bathroom as well as an ensuite. And equally just behind us here, we've got a large cupboard which could be like a walk-in wardrobe in there as well. Across the hallway, we have the master bedroom. Now this is huge. This is a great space with Velux windows pointing in both directions, a grain, loads of space here, and we've also got a really lovely bathroom in here. Now we've got a corner bath there. We haven't quite got enough ceiling height in here to put in a shower, but you've got a really beautiful room just with some modern fixtures and fittings. What also makes this room really nice is through this door here, we have a walk-in wardrobe. Now this is a good space, maybe not if you're 6 foot. I'm just 5'4", so I've got plenty of head height. So you've got a lower ceiling height here and a bit of loft hatch space. To the left hand side, we've got an airing cupboard with the tank and the hot water system. But this is a really good space for a dressing room. And as you can see here, if we look out, we're looking across to the Pennine Fells, across the top rooftops of the courtyard there as well. So a really beautiful bedroom. Now when we were downstairs, we had the choice of going in two directions. What the other side of the house offers is completely different. So you'll see in a few minutes that there's loads of further potential here for lots of other lots of different types of buyers really. Through the kitchen space, now just you have another glimpse of that because it's beautiful, we have a formal lounge. So this is really cosy yet big. We've got a wood burning stove, windows looking out to the front, and French doors leading into another room which we'll look in a second. But a really great size lounge with this lovely wooden flooring and a really cosy yet large space. Then we come through to my favourite part of the house. Now this is just incredible. This room is filled with glass, with light. It's a beautiful space that it could be whatever you wanted it to be. If I was working from home, I'd definitely be working from here because this is just a stunning view across the garden. You're not overlooked by any other properties whatsoever. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got underfloor heating in here, and you can see we've got radiators, we've got wooden flooring, an area that's been sectioned off as a snug space. So effectively you've got a number of rooms in here, space for a piano there. It's just absolutely beautiful. And I don't know whether my camera's actually doing it justice here, but imagine opening those sliding doors, really bringing the outdoor in, and just sitting out on a summer's evening in the south facing garden and looking across that wonderful garden space. We're going to go out there in a few minutes. So this is a really quite a special part of this house. Now again, we touched on income generation and annex potential. We've got a door here which takes us into a rear hallway. This wall is fitted with some storage cupboards, and along here we have a utility room which has got loads of storage, but potentially these windows could be put back to maybe a door to create an external entrance here, making this an area for independent living perhaps. This could be a kitchen space. You've got space in here for white goods, and through in the hallway you've got a lovely shower room which is really modern and contemporary. Not really ever seen any tiles like this. It's like a metal effect tile with the wall mounted handrail and a mirrored wall and a walk-in shower. So if you were doing this to make maybe generate an income subject to planning, you could put a door in here, use this as your kitchen, your bathroom, and then look at this space. Now as we come up the staircase, a nice use of engineered wood with the metal balustrade, we come up into a space that again is absolutely beautiful. Now there's no shortage of choices here. You could pick whichever bedroom, whichever light filled room you wanted, but this is used as a home office with the Velux window, the good ceiling height, lots of storage in the eaves, and a really beautiful library, study, snug. This could be a sitting room, a studio, it could be whatever you want. I can imagine a lot of people looking at this space and thinking, I can do my yoga in here, really peaceful, calm space. It's absolutely beautiful. So there's lots to show you here. You've seen a wonderful home, you've got a number of bedrooms, lots of reception space that's both cosy, light filled, sociable. You've got every single option here that you should want, but just coming back to this space, it's absolutely beautiful. Now what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take you outside and I'm going to go to the bottom of the garden. I'm going to work my way up to show you the garden spaces because we're tiered, and the plot extends quite far down into the bottom corner there, so please do keep on watching. Okay, so I've just come right down to the bottom of the garden. I'm going to work backwards with the externals of this video, and purely because we've got such an extensive plot that's really hidden and really private. Now, this isn't the right time of year to see a garden, but if you've got a gardening eye, or if you've got an interest, you'll see here we've got some raised beds at the bottom here. The plot extends down to the fence line at the bottom, and it's so private, but it's filled with colourful trees and shrubs. So in the summer months, this will be absolutely beautiful. Now, it's arranged on lots of different levels, and you can see there's nice paths meandering through, some lovely seating areas, and as we get a little bit closer to the house you'll start to see the home come into view. And I'm just going to walk around the paths here just to explain a little bit about the area as well. So we sit within a small hamlet of a cluster of houses. You've already seen the approach, but what makes this home really special is the fact that all of this garden space is quite hidden. You are so close to Brampton, to Carlisle, you've got easy access to some really great transport links east and west, but you've got a really lovely little haven. So even just little paths meandering through here as we walk through, we've got a nice area of lawn. We've got a pond over here, and this is the point at which the home really comes into view. So as I've said in the video already, this home looks very different on both sides. It's actually been quite a hard property for me to get you to see all of it. So what you've got is you've got a beautiful home there that is very extensive, but a complete hidden gem. Look at this garden space, it's wonderful. So you've got, as we come up a little bit even higher, we've got a nice decking area, some more raised beds, some colourful trees, and the home is really quite extensive. So we go all the way along here, all the way along, and then we've got the detached garage at the end there. So a really great sized property, but not at all what it looks like from the other side. So as you've seen as we've gone around this fantastic property, appearances can be very deceptive. This is a wonderful home which has got so many flexible options. It sits close to Carlisle, to Brampton, in a nice cluster of a small number of homes, but this is a hidden gem in the sense that you've got some incredible living space here that's glazed. It's been completed by a locally renowned builder to a very high standard, and you've got this superb garden with a really nice open outlook that is completely private, complete with parking, with a garage space, and so many different areas to the garden, and internally offering you options for working from home, annex potential, income potential. There's tons of opportunity here. So please do give us a call on 01768 881111 if you'd like more information about this fantastic property.